When we strive to become better than we are, everything around us becomes better too. Be mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, be kind. Feet, what do I need them for, if I have wings to fly? In war then, let your great object be victory, not lengthy campaigns. Perhaps home is not a place, but simply an irrevocable condition. It isn't where you came from, it's where you're going that counts. Success usually comes to those who are too busy looking for it. Take care of your body, then the rest will automatically become stronger. You endure what is unbearable, and you bear it. That is all. I never trust frank and simple people whose stories hold together. You've got to be sure of yourself before you can ever win a prize. Everyone's greatest fantasy is to walk away from the life you lead. If it is to your advantage, make a forward move. If not, stay where you are. That knowledge which stops at what it does not know is the highest knowledge. True words are not fancy. Fancy words are not true. The good do not debate. Debaters are not good. Never stop acquiring the common sense. It is as good as the knowledge. If you don't build your own dream, someone will hire you to build theirs. Here, in this quiet place we own, worlds are born. Run the voodoo down. I admire those who do good and expect nothing in return. Learn from who you were, appreciate who you've become, and carefully invest into who you want to be. Great understanding is broad and unhurried. Little understanding is cramped and busy. As soon as you trust yourself, you will know how to live. When pure sincerity forms within, it is outwardly realized in other people's hearts. Stand in the divine rain, and seeds of wisdom will grow in your soul. To think too long about doing a thing often becomes its undoing. I is for integrity. Be honest with yourself and others. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. It is during our darkest moments that we must focus to see the light. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man. Dining with the king, your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. Forget what hurts you, but never forget what it taught you. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dreams is more powerful than the one with all the facts. You can be anything you want in the world. Just don't become a prisoner of hatred. Either you want change or you want comfort, but you can't have both. Moods can be contagious. Don't catch or spread a bad mood. We swallowed the chaos because we knew we didn't want to be ordinary. Attitude is a little thing that makes a big difference. We can't avoid reasoning. We can only avoid doing it well. For any sin, we all suffer. That is why our suffering is endless. Generally in war, the best policy is to take a state intact. To ruin it is inferior to this. We must live together as brothers or perish together as fools. If a man could have half of his wishes, he would double his troubles. Do not look for healing at the feet of those who broke you. Where the willingness is great, the difficulties cannot be great. Keep the fight in your veins, honey. Never let it fade. What is to be, will be, and no prayers of ours can arrest the decree. Weak people revenge, strong people forgive, intelligent people ignore. Apparent confusion is a product of good order, apparent cowardice of courage, apparent weakness of strength. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Your time is way too valuable to be wasting on people that can't accept who you are. Hard work beats talent when talent fails to work hard. If you think you have enough knowledge, you are still ignorant. Always be a learner. Your worth consists in what you are and not in what you have. I don't think there's anything wrong with telling the truth. I know it isn't fashionable. If you want to lead them, you must place yourself behind them. It takes greater faith to dance in the dark than to rest in light. If you are not having fun, you are doing something wrong. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. Hearing voices no one else can hear isn't a good sign, even in the wizarding world. Life is an essay you yourself have to write, start to finish. Supreme excellence consists of breaking the enemy's resistance without fighting. We all have two lives. The second one starts when we realize that we only have one. Before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. Never worry a bit in life. Always be full of merriment. The search for truth is more precious than its possession. Gratitude is best refined through the fires of adversity. Everything, no matter how beautiful, is only with us for a while. Better a broken promise than none at all. You are not the opinion of someone who doesn't know you. The control of large numbers is possible, and like unto that of small numbers if we subdivide them. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. If thinking should precede acting, then acting must succeed thinking. No matter how good you get, you can always get better, and that's the exciting part. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Men of this world all rejoice in others being like themselves and object to others not being like themselves. If you're waiting until you feel talented enough to make it, you'll never make it. No one from the outside can tell or show you what is in your heart. One defends when his strength is inadequate. He attacks when it is abundant. A truth that's told with bad intent beats all the lies you can invent. There is no doubt fiction makes a better job of the truth. The right mindset is the first step towards the journey. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Life is a succession of lessons which must be lived to be understood. To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. The nail that sticks out farthest gets hammered the hardest. The essence of knowledge is having it to use it. Life is not measured by what you have. It's measured by what you give. People, in general, would rather die than forgive. It's that hard. Be grateful for what you already have while you pursue what you want. Judging is the cause that creates the effect of choosing. Don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. One half of the world cannot understand the pleasures of the other. Start writing, no matter what. The water does not flow until the faucet is turned on. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. We don't have to defeat any individual but our own self. Abundance is not the absence of scarcity. It is the presence of abundant mentality. I always felt like you had to be important to have enemies. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed.